When we gonna get to the good part? Get down to the good part. When we gonna get to the good part? When we gonna get to it? You were at the good part. You just didn't know it. Say what? You don't believe me and you want me to show it. See, the more you make it, the more you spend. You find yourself back in debt again. Cause a fool and his money is soon departed. You lost your good thing before you got started. 18 former NBA professional basketball players. You have got to be kidding me, Sports-A-Delic. Fraud, healthcare fraud. Make sure you follow me over here to the studio. You're going to want to hear this. Hey, Sports-A-Delic. How you doing? It's me, Rena. Thanks for joining me. And as always, thank you to my current subscribers and thank you to my new subscribers that's joining right now and definitely going to join after you hear this absolute, total, utter nonsense with these former NBA players. You have got to be kidding all of me. I mean, I mean, let me just go with some facts here. 18 former NBA players were arrested, healthcare scam, attempting to defraud the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of nearly $4 million. They have been charged with conspiracy to commit healthcare and wire fraud. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. All of me. This is beyond hey, I'm hungry, or hey, I did what I had to do. I was stressed out. I'm talking about like a real John Q moment. Like, hey, my kid needed a heart, a liver, kidney, or, you know, something that we would at some level be able to say, well, desperation. But some of these guys, I just want to name a few. Apparently, this cat, Terrence Williams, is the what's equivalent to the kingpin of this situation. Throughout his career, he made about $8 million. That's not chump change, right? Glenn Baby Davis made about $25 million. Pitiful Shannon, dirty Doodoo Brown. He made about $17 million. And Monica, I don't know the ins and outs of why you guys didn't make it, but we know at best he was a thief, right? At best. And Terrence Williams, he's like Johnny Blaze. One of the NBA players, did not give him a kickback. So what does he do? He calls and pretends to be a plan administrator for the healthcare organization and try to scare him into paying. So he's a different type of criminal. He tries to, I guess, capitalize on wrong by doing wrong. And I'm not going to say drug his wife into it. I mean, chances are she knew what she was getting into, right? They go for the gold. They, try to lock him in. So you kind of locked into whatever his world is, apparently. I guess she would be considered a true ride or die chick. I'm willing to ride and I'm willing to die. But I am not willing to defraud any healthcare system. You know, I got to take a page from Mike Singletary. I just can't do it. I won't do it. Just not made of that type of stuff. It's just not going to happen. Now, on a more serious note, we want to think and believe that, you know, people that have these blessings and opportunities to make millions of dollars doing something that they love, that they would not engage in these type of things. The reality is, you can take people all the way out of the hood, but some people, you're just not going to be able to take the hood out of them. Money only magnifies and intensifies the character that you already possess. Nothing can come out of us that's not already in. You can talk to any psychiatrist, any psychologist, anyone in the mental health field. If it's not in there, it's not going to come out. Okay? If you're a nice person, you're going to be a nice person with money. If you stinky, you're going to be stinky with money. If you're a giver, you're just going to give. If you're a take, you're just going to take. It's just that cut and dry. It really is. And so, am I surprised that these 18 guys engaged in this type of thing? Absolutely not. I think it was just last month, the great, soon to be, hope to be, Hall of Famer, Clinton Portis, same thing over there in the NFL. This health care fraud stuff. Now, again, I think that we don't want to be disillusioned and think because, hey, these guys made all of this money, that they would refrain from these type of things. We also know that NBA players have been lined up on the ESPN special that they do called the 30 for 30 broke. So we know that mismanagement or the lack of financial literacy is a real thing. This right here is altogether something else. We're not going to candy coat this and try to put this out here as being just some guys, you know, that just didn't understand financial literacy. These guys are smart. It's just a misguided missile, obviously. But the flip side of this is, you know, these healthcare policies and premiums and co-pays, deductibles, they go up when there's this type of fraud. It always gets charged back, you know, to the little man. And let me warn you, in the Atlanta metro area, like we have a Quick Trip. It's one of those dive-in gas spots where they sell everything except for college degrees. And particularly back where they sell the tea and the coffee, the drinks, you know, they have packs of tea, packs of sugar, packs of lemon. And I have watched people come in there and just dump the whole box of sugar down in their bag, the whole box of tea down in their bag. And that gets charged back to the paying customer like myself. You know, so I do not condone or support this type of nonsense, especially when you've made and still making money. Now, let me tell you what's really, really pitiful. They turned in invoices that were kind of off-centered, misspellings, and duplicates of the same invoices of the same procedures. I mean, six root canals, 6 root canals at one time, several times. So basically, every tooth in your mouth, you've had a root canal on, according to their paperwork anyway. But that's not it. A couple of these cats were over in Taiwan playing in a basketball game on the same day that they allegedly had all of these root canals. I mean, how stupid can you be? Do we feel sorry? No, we don't. No, we don't. Mm-mm. No. Can't do it. Mm, 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 mm. Like I said, I'm hanging out here in Sarasota. One of my uncle's friends, he's a big Gurkha guy. If you like Gurkha cigars, this is actually pretty good. This is my first Gurkha. I outside of the Cellar Reserve series. I like the Cellar Reserve, but this is called a Gurkha Real, Real. You know, tasty little doohickey here, uh, and I think it's at a pretty good price point. He said, Gurkha Real. Now, again, you kind of deserve whatever you get if you're going to be sending in fictitious invoices that are duplicates off-centered with misspellings. I mean, Terrence Williams, you know, if you're going to try to run an operation like this, let's work on, you know, I mean, come on, we have spell check. It's inexcusable for this type of shrubberish. Inexcusable. Mm, 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 mm. Please subscribe, like, and share. And please, I want to hear your comments about this because, again, this is embarrassing. I call it like I see it. It just happened to be people that look like brownies. Um, I just don't get it. I just don't understand this piece. Um, the NBA, unlike the NFL, they have a straight up employee type relationship, guaranteed money, period. NFL is structured obviously as an employer employee relationship. So therefore that's why you have some of the tomfoolery that takes place in the NFL when it comes to contracts, coaches, etc. Right? I just I'm embarrassed for the NBA. I'm embarrassed for the family members of these people slash gentlemen. Um, it's a black eye. But like I said, subscribe, like, share, chime in. I really want to get your thoughts. And again, thanks for joining me. I'm going to be shooting from different spots wherever I may end up, you know, here in Sarasota. Um, Thank you, Sports-A-Delic, and as always, stay positive. Thanks. Bye.